per capita of any state in the country. And that's a great thing. And on a daily basis, we're testing more people per capita than most countries around the world. So Rhode Island is really at the top in terms of best practices, and that should give you a sense of security and confidence and safety that we're on top of this, and we're going to keep Rhode Islanders safe. At this point, we've tested about 4% of the entire population in Rhode Island. But there's more work to do. So as hard as we've worked, and by the way, so many people on my team are really, this has been a 7-day-week effort for 6 or 7, 8 weeks, and I want to say thank you. We still have to do more, particularly in our vulnerable populations. And so I want to take a minute to talk about some of our vulnerable populations. One setting that we are extremely focused on is our nursing homes. You know, we've seen it all over the country. Older populations have the worst outcomes with this disease, and people living in close contact in communal settings, it's just very hard to control the disease. So we are laser focused on nursing homes. Earlier this week, we launched a mobile testing team to support patients and staff at nursing homes, bringing the equipment to the nursing homes. And I've heard from many of you that that's been working. We are now looking at other options to reach vulnerable and homebound individuals. So we're working with EMS, the National Guard, and URI, who is allowing us use of some of their vehicles to provide mobile on-the-spot testing for those unable to get to a testing site. So next week, I'm going to have more announcements about this mobile testing effort, but I did feel it was important to let you know where we're going. You know, throughout this crisis, I have tried to say to you, here's where we are. It is not perfect. I hear your anxieties that we need to get better, and so here's where we're going. And so what I'm telling you today is, I know we need to do more mobile testing. We need to get more into the community. We need to get to nursing homes, assisted living, other areas of congregate living. And so we're working very hard to find the equipment, the teams, the trucks, the transportation, the reagents, coordinate all that logistics. It started, it's working, and we're going to really start to push it out more next week. We're also increasing testing access for the hardest hit neighborhoods, some of the poorest neighborhoods where folks are very densely in dense living situations, and where frankly not a lot of people have cars. So we've announced walk-up testing sites in Pawtucket and in Providence. I've already heard these testing sites are making a big difference in these communities. They're each testing more than 100 people a day. That is a great thing to know, that people in those communities who don't have cars can just walk over to the parking lot and get tested if you have an appointment. And I want you to know we're going to do more of that. It's been successful. We have a lot more to do. So in the next couple of weeks, we're planning to add walk-up sites and other testing facilities in communities where we know there's a greater need. Communities in Cranston, more in Olneyville. We need to get to Woonsocket, in the East Bay, Central Falls. These are all on our list. We hear you. We are on it. We're working as fast as we can to bring the testing to you in walk-up settings, because we are fully aware that not everybody has a car. I'll say this. I am highly focused on vulnerable populations. We're not where we are, but we're getting there. We're getting there faster than almost any other state in America, and we are going to stick with it until we have the kind of widely accessible testing everywhere. If you look at the experience of other countries, for example, Singapore. Singapore at one point, a month ago, it seemed like they had this under control. Except now they're on complete economic lockdown again, because they had a community of migrant workers living in a communal situation, and they on that vulnerable population. And so we don't want to do that. We do not want to, we want to learn from that experience. And so that's why you're going to hear me talking a lot